Hey everybody, and welcome to a brand new spontaneous toy review here at Toy Wizards. That's toy-wizards.com. I'm your host, Scott Zillner, and today we're going to cover Storm Shadow. Most notably, the new Amazon exclusive Arctic Mission Storm Shadow. And all I have to assume is that that's what this little symbol means on the side art, because it looks like a base. Like, I seriously, just give us a file card. I mean, this is supposed to be hip and cool, telling you what's going on with our dudes, but I haven't figured them out. I thought I had a couple, but man, the Storm Shadow one really throws me for a loop. Like, okay, skull, death. Yes, Storm Shadow will kill you. Sword, good, he uses a sword. Something, don't know what it is, and then a shuriken with something else. I just don't get what's going on with their, classification system on the side of the box. It just blows me away. I don't know. The rest of the box is great. However, Amazon packs them with no packing material whatsoever, so the top of the box is a little scratchy. And that's upsetting, especially if some of you are like me, where you really try to keep these things as nice as possible. I even put mine in protective cases once I get them, and then I put them into boxes. We sell these cases over at Planet X Toys. I'll put a little link in there. It fits G.I.Joes. It's made for the old Bandai Power Ranger figures. It fits the new Power Ranger figures. It fits Marvel Legends. It fits WWE stuff. They're great little cases to protect your figures. And that being said, they're all a little scratched up. So even before I put it into a case, it's scratched up. It's Amazon. I've heard of people ordering one and getting them shipped in an envelope, which gets crushed. Always order at least two. That way they go in a box. They're still not going to pad the box, but at least it's in a box and not crushed in an envelope. Back of the package is still our same character assortment. It is number 14, and there is a nice piece of side art here. I do love this side art for the Arctic Mission Storm Shadow. It is just really nice. I like that. So let's go ahead and bust this guy open. I've been looking forward to it for a while, and my package was delayed a week. Like, they're like, it's out for delivery today. Ha ha ha! Psych! They had me for an entire week until it got delivered. Like, it just was on the truck and it would not get off the truck. I don't know what to say about that. Normally I just throw these behind me, but I'm actually going to set that down. Yeah, I kind of like it. Also, just the Cobra symbol, like Destro, not the Cobra Island, which has a different motif on the back. Figure case is actually relatively clean. We have an arrow, a bow, quivers, grappling hook, great. I forget what those things are called. Little ninja type gear with the blade. That one is kind of a harken back to the original version of this Storm Shadow. And of course a sword. So let's go ahead and pop them out. I'm really, and no twist ties, thank you. I'm actually, some people have really complained about this figure, going, why'd we get an Arctic version? I don't like this Arctic version, and mine's already got kind of his torso's a little loose there. Luckily, I've got some Kiki. I'll put a link for that too. You put a couple drops, boom, and your figures tighten up. So it's a great thing to, when you got these joints. You can also use for floor polish or even super glue, but Kiki is meant for action figures, so there you go. Trying to move him around a little bit. He does have an extra like shoulder pad, which does limit some articulation because it is attached to the upper torso, but it does rotate, which is kind of nice. I like that. Arms are a bit stiff. Legs are very stiff, but his torso is all loose. He does have this hood, which does come off. Can we pull that off here? Boop. There we go. Skirt does not come off as easy. Put that back on. I don't mind the hood on Storm Shadow. Especially, you go back to like your version 2s where you had a hood a lot going on forward, basically. So only the first version didn't have a hood. Beyond that, it kind of kept a very hooded style for a lot of the other versions. And there's lots of versions of Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow. Let's get out some of his gear. All right. He's got a bow. There's no wire in there. That's something that easily can be fixed. A customizer can always find a way to make that work. Even if you got some twist tie stuff, you could use that. And there's tape. There's tape on the weapons. My fault. Get out the sheath for the sword. Sword pulls out. Grappling hook. Never gonna use that grappling hook anyways. What is he gonna grapple? I understand the point of it. Actually, as a kid, I always liked the grappling hooks because I would have to play outside and you'd like grapple them on somewhere and like have them coming down a hill. It was neat stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and put the quivers on the back. And this is something I've complained about on these figures. Most of the back holes have been really high in the shoulder blades. This is not. This is actually in the center of his back. Like, hey, we finally got it right. That's where we should put a spot for things to go onto the back. There is another hole on top of the quiver for the sheath to the sword, which is great. Sword can go into his hands. He does have hands with trigger fingers. Sword went into his hand really tight, really nice right off the bat. I like that. That's nice. There is no way to attach the bow to the quivers, so you kind of have to be carrying the bow or don't have it at all. Whether it depends on how you're using the figure. I'm going to put a little wheat cutter into his other hand. And there we go. The flaps on his cover here do kind of interfere with posing just a little bit, but you can definitely get around and do what you need to do. So we've got our Storm Shadow. On the Storm Shadow here is what a lot of people have been asking. Where are all those people getting that Storm Shadow that looks like the comic book? And that's it right here. This is the Articulated Icons White Ninja. So I did want to do a comparison with what we have now, which is our only Storm Shadow by Hasbro, the Ninja Force Arctic Mission, and Articulated Icons.
Defend human freedom against Cobra, a ruthless terrorist organization determined to rule the world.
Now, a lot of people have been seeing this Storm Shadow in a lot of toy photography. I've used him quite a bit. And the only way you could get this Storm Shadow was to buy a white Articulated Icons Ninja and the accessory pack to get these bare arms with the coverings. Then you also had to get a Cobra logo, which you could get a decal. I used one off of an old decal sheet for a vehicle. Like, I still have those lying around. And I put it right on his chest. So he has a real Cobra logo right there on his chest. And these are perfect ninjas to add to your G.I. Joe collection. The problem is they're a little hard to find, especially if you want the white one. You're going to have to pay quite a bit more. However, it makes a perfect stand-in for Storm Shadow as a version 1 until we get an actual Hasbro one. And even if we get a Hasbro one, it probably won't be as comic book accurate as this one. And I really enjoy that aspect of this figure. And in fact, I also did a customization of Snake Eyes with a third-party head. And then for his scarf here is actually a hood from a black Articulated Icons Ninja. But if you put it on backwards, it kind of gives him that little neck wrap look, which is very cool on this figure. I'm a big fan of Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow. I've got an Arashikage tattoo on my arm. I'm marked. This is my bag. I like this figure a lot. Some people don't like the Arctic Mission. They think it's silly. It's a figure. It's a special edition figure made just for Amazon. You can still get this figure on Amazon. He's a little sneaky. He shows up randomly. You never know when they're going to be online, when you can buy them. They were on sale for a long time, so there's more of these than Hasbro Cobra Island stuff. Sorry, Target Cobra Island stuff, because these were available for pre-order for a long time. And then they went out, and then the secondary market went up to like $64. And then every once in a while, Amazon throws out some more. So you just keep looking. The link's down there to get onto the Amazon link and get one. Don't pay the $64. Just keep trying to get them at the Amazon 20. I absolutely love this figure. It's great. I wonder if the hood will fit on my other one. Let's find out. Uh-oh. I do like the hood off of it, but it's not quite right. Like, I can see using this head for other stuff, but if I'm going to have Storm Shadow, I won't have his hood off. That seems weird. And that hood's a little too big on this figure. The articulated icon figures are a tad smaller than your Hasbro figures, but that's fine because they're supposed to be Asian ninjas, and this is a big giant American guy. We're a little taller, so that's all good. Now the Storm Shadow Hasbro figure is built to full Hasbro scale, so where everybody's the same height except for Roadblock, Gung Ho, and Destro. Nice. This is a great figure. It's a great deal at $20. I absolutely love getting more ninjas, more Arashikage ninjas. The bits on him are good. There's definitely a lot of room for making new stuff down the line, or even just with customizations that we want to keep doing to our figures. So if you haven't got one already, go get one. If you're waiting for yours, like you had to wait a week like I did, good luck to you. And man, it's a nice figure. It's a great line. The only real big hiccup has been the Cobra Island wave with Target has really soured the line because we want it. And Hasbro didn't know we wanted this stuff that bad. And, well, hey, there you go. There's no way you can beat us both, Snake Eyes. Did you hear what he said? We never hear what he says. Oh, yeah.